Sairam. In these modern times, whenever we travel by road in a four-wheeler or a two-wheeler or in a truck, we always make use of a navigation system, a maps app that guides us how to get to our destination in the best possible manner with all the different stops that we need to make at the different places that we want to visit. The interesting thing about this app or the maps app is that it will not respond unless it is asked to. Unless you key in the destination where you would like to go, the maps app will not interfere in the journey at all. On the car, I notice many times that as I am driving, if I have not given any instructions, it just keeps showing where I am. This is your current location. That's it. It is just a witness to my entire journey. But once I key in the details, it takes charge. When I want the app to take charge, it will definitely take charge and guide me and direct me along the best route possible. The fastest route, the safest route. It lets me know of any obstacles in the way. And here is the most amazing part. If I take a wrong turn, if I disobey what the app is telling, the app won't come back to me and say, hey, what you did was wrong. How can you be so dumb? How can you not understand simple instructions? I told you so. No, it doesn't do any of this. Instead, it just finds the next best possible route and redirects you along that way. It will possibly tell you to take a U-turn for some time, and once you pass a particular point, it will say, no problem, redirecting you, take a left over here, take a right over here. However far you may go, how much ever you may disobey, extremely patient, loving, kind, compassionate app that it is, it will keep guiding you in a very gentle, loving tone. Now take a left, now take a right, no change, unaffected by emotions. Why I found this amazing is because, like for the journey on road, I feel that for our journey of life too, we have God as our beautiful maps app. To begin with, unless asked for, God will not take charge of our lives. That is why in the Bhagavad Gita also, only when Arjuna said, Karishye vachanam tava, that is, oh Lord, I will do as you say, please take charge, not just of my chariot, but also of the chariot of my life. When Arjuna said this, that is when Krishna took charge. So too, God becomes our navigation system when we want Him to. And once He becomes that, He will keep guiding us, goading us and guarding us against all obstacles and take us in the fastest time possible to our destination. In that sense, God is better than the Maps app because God knows our ultimate destination. Infinite times more lovingly than the Maps app, infinite times more compassionately and with greater patience and perseverance, He guides us along. I'm sharing a lot about maps and travel and God because recently I had been on a vacation, a short vacation of 2-3 days, and I saw the beautiful working of all of these, the Maps app, God, praying, asking, and how He takes charge and how He is just a call away. It is so beautiful that it has left an indelible mark in my heart, and I will always remember that God is always there. Devudunnadu. Swami said this is the Panchakshari mantra. Devudunnadu, meaning God is there. And this mantra gained supreme significance and added importance for me because of this experience. The Dasara vacations had been declared, and therefore with family for a few days we all together travelled to the city of Agra, the city of the great wonder in the world, the Taj Mahal. Yes, amazing monument built by the Emperor Shah Jahan in loving memory of his wife Mumtaz Mahal. It was a breathtaking sight, and how many ever photographs I may show you in this video, let me tell you, none of them ever come close to the actual experience of seeing this magnificent marvel and monument in person. When we were at Agra, we got to know that Mathura and Vrindavan, the two places associated with Lord Krishna, are hardly an hour or so drive away, and therefore we decided that let us travel to this Mathura and Vrindavan. Mathura is the place where Lord Krishna was born, and Vrindavan is where his childhood leelas happened. Now in the evening, as is my habit, I began to go through all the traveler reviews and things that are there online to get to know more about these two places. And as I read more and more reviews, fear started creeping in my heart, because the reviews, especially for Vrindavan and also Gokul, this was a place that our driver said you should visit. Gokul was where Krishna was transported to as a child to keep him safe from his devilish, fiendish uncle Kamsa, whom he later killed. And after staying for some time in Gokul, he stayed some time in Vrindavan. And then, of course, Mathura was where this evil, wicked uncle was ruling, the dictator, the tyrant. So Vrindavan had, along with Gokul, these two places had so many scary reviews, if I can say so, especially Gokul, filled with so many fake guides, touts and people who will try to swindle you, make money off you. And many people had written reviews that we didn't feel spiritual vibes at all. The whole place is so significant, but the people have ruined the vibes. This is very, very important, dear brothers and sisters. A place will be very holy, very significant, but Swami would say, Deshamante matti kadu, Deshamante manushuloyi. Meaning, a country or a place is not the geographical location, but the people in that place. People have the capacity to ruin the vibes of a place or to build the vibes of a place. Even if we think of a holy place, a pilgrimage place, why is it that it has vibes? It is because of the devotions of the people that has been poured over there. That is how that gets created. If that is destroyed by the people, then the vibes also go away. So we decided that we will not go to Gokul Dham, because Gokul Dham had the worst reviews. Worst was Gokul Dham, next was Vrindavan, Mathura was okay, it's reasonably fine. So we thought, okay, we'll go to Mathura first. But even then, as we set out, I was still wondering, yes, Mathura is relatively better, but oh God, I don't want to be hounded by all these guides, touts, pickpockets, all these warnings, so many of them. I was really worried. But then I thought, hey, why am I forgetting? I am thinking of all these people, but I am not thinking of Krishna, whom I am going to meet. So in the car, it's a 1 hour journey, right, from Agra to Mathura. I closed my eyes and I just said, Krishna, oh Sai Krishna, we are coming to see you. May we see you and you alone. That is the prayer. My wife too did the same prayer. And then I told my daughters that let us tell Krishna that we are coming to see him, that we want to see him. They said, yes, Dad, we will tell. How you will tell? Tell it through bhajans. And they began to sing Krishna bhajans. Their range of Krishna bhajans was limited, and therefore after a few Krishna bhajans, they shifted to other God bhajans. And by the time we were arriving at Mathura, we were already feeling so good. When we ask God to take charge, He will take charge. Out of fear that how the experience might be, we had prayed to Swami. And see what happened. It began on a not so good note, because the driver said, I can't help you, I'm going to go to a parking spot. The whole town is very, very narrow. I can't drive through. You'll have to make your own arrangements once we get to the town. I'm going to go to the parking and drop you over there. This was very uncharacteristic, because this was a reputed company that we had booked the taxi from, and they're supposed to be polite and courteous and very helpful. Anyway, that was the fate, we thought. But even as he parked the car and we got out, I saw there was a gentleman who came straight to us, well dressed, smartly dressed in formal pants, shirt tucked in with a belt, and he had a cap, and he came and said, oh, you're a bit late, but I think you're still in time. You can have darshan at Dwarkadish temple. Dwarkadish is one of the main temples at Mathura. It is believed that the idol of Krishna that was at Dwarka in Gujarat, that idol has been brought here because the whole city of Dwarka went under floods. I was wondering, who is this helpful little stranger? Is he a guide? Is he one of those touts that I should beware of? But this person said, let me quickly arrange a rickshaw for you, a tuk-tuk for you, so that you can go there. And before I could say anything, he went and booked. I was talking to my wife and asking, should we find out what is his rates? I tried to ask the driver. The driver said, I don't know, sir. You have to bargain and get your own rates. But the vibes from this person was good, so we said let's go on. And continuing to think of Swami, we went and he took us in the tuk-tuk, and as we went along the road, we came to some narrow street, mud road, which was full of rocks, and it didn't feel like a road at all. It was a fully muddy path, and I was wondering whether this is the actual road to go to such a famous temple. And I asked him, where are you taking us? He said, no, don't worry, sir. I know this place very well. I will take you. He introduced himself. He said his name was Jai. Jai means victory. And very interestingly, he said, I belong to the Bharadwaja Gotra. Bharadwaja Gotra is what Swami also belongs to. And when he said that, I somehow felt very nice. I just thought, oh, okay, let's see. And he has still not asked any money from me, He said, see, there's a main road that goes to the temple, but that will be so crowded now, and also the closing time of the temple is closed, and therefore a lot of people will be coming. We will not be able to make it that way, so I'll take you by another route. And he brought us to the banks of Yamuna, and he hired a boat, and he didn't ask me money even then. Got us into the boat. Now this was again special because you see, my daughters always wanted to ride along the Yamuna. They kept asking for a boat ride, and I had not expressed this in front of this gentleman or even in front of the driver, and without asking, so they were very thrilled. We sat on the boat and took a boat ride along the Yamuna, and as we went in the boat, he showed us the walls of the fort that belonged to Kamsa, which is thousands of years old. A small part of it was still there. And then we arrived at the landing site. He warned us. He said, keep your bag, everything inside safe. There are monkeys who will keep snatching away even water bottle and mobile phones. So don't keep anything. He was there guiding us very lovingly, very nicely. He took us through those narrow streets, and as we were going, he asked me, do you want to have VIP darshan? Now, I had been told some time back by a friend that she could arrange VIP darshan for us in Vrindavan, and she said it will cost you a very small token amount. She's from the United States, and therefore it maybe was like a small token amount for her. She said 10,000 rupees. Now that is not a small token amount for me, so I had refused it. So now when this person said, Mr. Jai said that, do you want to have VIP darshan? I asked him, how much will it cost? He said, you don't worry about the cost. You tell me, do you want to have or not? I said, no, I'm worried only about the cost. So you please tell me an approx cost at least how much it will be. He said, no, sir. Do you want to have VIP darshan? I said, yeah, I definitely would love to have VIP darshan, but I want to know what it costs. You just come with me, sir, he said. And so we followed again. Again, I have no idea of the cost. He showed us the place where we have to leave our slippers, keep it safe. He told this shopkeeper will take care. You pay him 100 rupees. He said, 100 rupees, no big deal. I paid him. He said, everything will be fine now. You come with me. He took us into the temple. This is the Dwarkadish temple. There was a lot of crowd. He went somewhere, came back after 2 minutes and said, you come now. We went with him. He took us right to the front, right to the sanctum, bang in front of the great Dwarkadish, the idol, beautiful idol, the black idol of Lord Krishna. Told us, you sit here. Made us sit there, said, enjoy your darshan. That's it. We sat there for 4 to 5 minutes, after which the aarti were performed. We were just, along with the 4 of us, there was another 3-4 of the others who were there, VIPs, and the aarti was given. We received the aarti, bowed down, and no asking for any money. We were given prasad and we exited. We got tirtham, that is the holy water, drank it. And he said, did you enjoy the darshan? I said, yes. How much? He said, no, walk. That's it. Nothing. And he said, I'm sorry, I'm hurrying you because the temples will close. Before 12, you need to have darshan, right? Come, I will take you to the next temple. The next is the birthplace temple. This is where Lord Krishna took birth. Janmasthan Mandir. And for that, we have to hurry. Come. And he made us sit back in the tuk-tuk. He began to take us back to the taxi which we had come from. And he said, now, in this mandir, they won't allow anything, leather belt, they won't allow your bags, they won't allow mobile. So leave everything in the car and come quickly, let's go. And then he took us to the Janmasthan Mandir. Again, there was a huge queue over there. He said, no, come this way. There's a special gate. I don't know how he was managing all this. He took us from the special gate, took us right inside again. All the while I'm just telling, thank you, Swami. By now I'm starting to warm up to this person, and I made bhakti chant some shlokas, chant some mantras. He was impressed. And I said, all this is because of the grace of Sathya Sai Baba. Oh, Satya Sai Baba. I said, yes, Satya Sai Baba is our God, our Guru, and anything spiritual that any of us in the family have, it's all because of his grace and blessings. And he said, oh, wonderful, wonderful. He also seemed very impressed, and it appeared as if mentioning Satya Sai Baba's name made my esteem and respect also go higher in his eyes. He took us to the front in the Janmasthan Mandir, and he told the guard there, hey, this is Satya Sai Baba's person, you make space. And made space for us, and right in the front, just cleared all the devotees, made us go right in the front and have darshan of Laddu Gopal, they call. Laddu Gopal is the baby Krishna, because newborn baby, right? Just that. We had that darshan. Immediately after this, he said, no, come, we have to go to the Radha Krishna temple. Again hurried us along, took us to the Radha Krishna temple. Everywhere VIP entry and right in the front. The beautiful marble images of Radha and Krishna. The unique thing about this idol of Radha here is she is in the blessing pose, giving blessing. No other Radha idol in the world, he said, is giving this kind of a blessing. So we had Radha Krishna temple darshan. Then he said, you must finally visit the Adi Keshav temple. The Adi Keshav temple is very special because Krishna's son Pradyumna had a son by name Aniruddha. His son was Vajranabha. He is the one who set up this temple. And this temple is just outside the Janmasthan, or the birthplace of Krishna. And this is supposed to be the place where Krishna killed Kamsa. He held him by the hair. Hair is called Kesh in Sanskrit. And after that, Krishna has been named as Keshav. So this is the Adi Keshav temple. He took us in and he said, this is very, very special because there are 24 avatars of Lord Vishnu. I used to think it's only Dashavatar. Yes, including the Dashavatar, there are 14 others as well. He said all the 24 avatars of Lord Vishnu, that is Krishna, are there present in this shrine. He said, when Krishna was born, that time he showed all these 24 avatars to Devaki and Vasudeva before becoming a small baby, human baby with 2 arms. Otherwise, he was born with the 4 arms, and he gave this darshan of all the 24 avatars. So, this idol has all these 24 avatars. This is a very powerful idol, very special. Pray for whatever you want. Don't share that prayer with anyone. That prayer will 100% get fulfilled. But don't make any promises here, because if you're not able to keep, the sin will be humongous. So I didn't make any promise, and I made one prayer. That was the prayer that my wife also made, I think, my children also made. Because I have promised I will not tell, I cannot share what that prayer is, but you can guess what that prayer will be. We prayed, and he said, every temple you go thrice around the main idol, right, in circumambulation. Here go 4 times, because every yuga the Lord will come, and whenever we come, in whichever yuga, we need to be with the Lord. That is why one for Sathya Yuga, one for Treta Yuga, one for Dwapar Yuga, one for Kali Yuga. We did those 4, and then when we came out, it was 12, 15, all the temples closed. Just in time, at whirlwind speed, he made us go to all the temples. And then I said, how is it that you are able to do this? He said, sir, actually I am a temple priest here. And he showed me his identity card. He said, yes, I am a priest, and today I took a day off. I have taken a day off. And when you asked that question that you wanted to see, I just felt I should help you. I think it is Krishna's will. And I also was convinced it is Swami's will. It is my Sai Krishna's will. Everybody whosoever service we used, he made me pay them how much ever was needed. And then he didn't ask for his payment at all. But I felt, no, I can't. This, he said, was Krishna's blessing on him, but it is Sai's blessing on me also, right? So I felt that I'm making an offering to Swami, and I requested him. I definitely gave him more money than I have paid any other guide, but I did it with great joy, and he accepted it with gratitude. He didn't even see how much I had given. He just took it, put in his pocket. Hare Krishna, he said. Sai Ram, I said. And we finally, after all of this, I was just telling my wife, such a beautiful experience. The kids were very tired by now. It's 12:30, all the temples are closed. Do you think we will be able to do Vrindavan? She said, no, I don't think we'll be able to do Vrindavan. This person must have overheard, because he said, sir, all these temples that you visited, you might have wanted to take a photo, right? I definitely wanted to, but no place it's allowed. What to do? He said, don't worry, I have got it. As a priest, I have taken, and he sent me those photos. And with gratitude to him, I am sharing the same. And then he said, you might be tired and you may want to go home, but in Vrindavan there is Bake Bihari temple. That is the most precious one. Today's Aarti, I have got it on my mobile. I will send it to you in WhatsApp. You can enjoy that. And that, dear brothers and sisters, me and my wife took as a sign that Swami is blessing us to return back after Mathura. We didn't go to Vrindavan, but we returned happily, having had the darshan, sparshan and sambhashan of Krishna. It was such a joy, and that is when I realized that Swami is always a call away. Swami never lets go of us. One of my brothers, when I returned back, his name is Ranganath Raju, he was sharing how a few years ago, the then state president of the Andhra Pradesh Satsai Seva organization had been to Bhadrachalam, and there the main priest had come and taken him all around and showed him the temple. When he came to Prashanthi Nilayam in the interview, Swami told him, how was darshan at Bhadrachalam? And he said, oh Swami, how it was, I couldn't believe it, Swami. The main priest himself came and he told this in joy. And Swami said, you belong to me. When my person goes, will not the arrangements be the best? And this brother told me, I was reminded of this when you narrated your experience. And when he narrated this, I just felt overwhelmed because, dear brothers and sisters, I'm really nobody. Nobody at all. It is just the infinite love, mercy, grace and compassion of Swami that I am whatever I am today, and I am so indebted to him. And in order to spread this happy, joyous news and this thrill that God is just a call away, because this brother said, I decided I would record this video. Otherwise, I had thought of just cherishing it in the bottom of my heart. I have opened up my heart and shared it with you. Dear Swami, I don't know what to say. I am forever grateful. May the love that we have for you in our heart keep growing stronger every passing moment. Thank you. Jai Sai Ram. Hare Krishna. Radhe Radhe.